This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yes.
Feeling good? Feeling good?
Okay, we're gonna pull the curtain
Full
back.
disclosure?
Yes, I got my teeth whitened earlier, and I wasn't able to eat, and I am starving. So every time
She's gonna
we
be
stop
eating.
down, I'm putting something in my mouth. I'm so hungry.
Can I pull back the curtain further? Jeff, you saw what I saw. I just saw Erica walk in the showroom with enough food for like after a kid's
people.
baseball game is over, and then she had like a carrier of just
Yeah,
drinks.
I did see that.
I thought it was for 4 people.
It's not all for me.
Sure it isn't.
When I was making my order, our lovely hair and makeup team was there, and I was like, y'all want something too? Because I'm about to throw down.
Yeah, okay.
And
That's
you did.
what happened.
And you did.
And you
Yes.
did.
All right.
All right,
Glad
let's make this quick so
Okay.
Erica can get back to it.
Okay, yes.
All right. Kim Kardashian revealed how she suffered for her fashion at the Met Gala. We talked about it yesterday. Kim wore this silver metallic dress with a corset that made her waist look extremely tiny. Look at that. In a video Kim released, she could hardly breathe, what a surprise, or walk in this dress. Watch.
How's the breathing? How's it going?
It's an art form, but I got it. This is my shoe. It's clever because if I had a shoe with the heel gets stuck in the metal skirt. And so that was our issue of walking. So I'm going to have to put these on. And to wear these, you're on your tiptoes and you're balancing the whole time, flexing your calf muscles.
Those got like a I'm gonna get you sucker vibe.
Yes, there's a goldfish in that.
If you're
That was
familiar
crazy.
with the
Oh my
movie.
God.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
remember
Sorry, but yeah, what do we think about struggling for fashion? Because heels itself, I always say this, is crazy. I can't believe you guys even walk in heels. It's insane. That's even more insane.
Heelless heels.
Yeah, every time I see her, I'm having a really hard time believing the whole sweater thing.
I know.
I think that something went wrong in
happened.
all of that, or there's something on her body that she needs to cover up. And it might actually be all of the extra meat that got pushed up. And I'm being really honest, because when you corset, it has to go somewhere.
Y'all have seen me
So
wear
I'm
that.
just wondering if it pushed all of her, not meat, but skin
You're hungry, I
and
get it.
whatever's left, up there, and they couldn't cover it, so she covered it that way.
Yeah, the gray thing makes very little sense. But
Yeah, but I mean, I understand it's the Met, that's what people do, but the struggle, like it's such a struggle that it makes the viewer uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That was my issue, is I felt like she needed to be rescued.
I mean, I can't breathe when I watch her. Okay, everyone wrote because I was posting all night, and they were like, "She is in pain."
Did they say stop posting?
No, they were like, "Tori, please post more. We love you.
So
You're our favorite host."
7 people saw.
8 people.
Okay, perfect.
And then another thing is, this isn't the first time Kim has done this. So if we go back to the 2019 wet look, if you guys remember this, look at the waist on the left. She said she had to waist train strongly for that one. Then when she wore the Maryland dress, the original in 2022, she famously said, "I have to starve myself." Over and over, she kept starving herself to fit in and lose 6 pounds by that time. None of this is healthy, and none of this is a great role model for kids. Now, I get it, it's the costume Met Gala, but I don't see other people like torturing themselves to get into something. It just feels sadistic in a way. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I just find this whole conversation strange because thanks to you years ago, you put me on to like getting facials and exfoliating. I still really don't know what that is, but I like to say it. And, you know, I would go to these places that, you know, friends of the show, and in big neon lines, there's beauty is pain. And when you go get that electric thing on your face to get that hurts. Your teeth whitening hurts. But you do it because you want to look better. she is doing this as a conscious decision to look good at the Met, and I have no doubt that other people did not get top flight trainers so they could look good at the Met.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there since you started with I was your inspiration.
I wanted to look better. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's great, and I appreciate that. However, it's a big difference between me not wanting my cystic acne to return, therefore I get these procedures done, or me just wanting to brighten my teeth because I just got new veneers. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. Yeah, those things are very different than actually potentially causing harm to your internal organs. That's different.
I also
But
think
that's a decision she made.
I agree, but I also think she has, and I know this is going to sound annoying, but somewhat of a bigger platform when you're on the Met Gala to talk openly about starving yourself in this climate and like not be able to breathe. It makes me have the ick factor, to be super honest.
What would you say about a fighter that wants to make weight?
That's his sport. I understand this.
This isn't her sport?
It is, but she didn't have to wear that dress. A weight trainer
Well, he
has
doesn't
to be
have
in
to
that
make
weight
weight.
class. Well, then he can't perform. It's a great analogy. I'm simply saying.
I'm really smart.
Well, yeah, great, good for you, but it's an ick factor for me.
All right, we're going to put a button on this. I do have a little bit more respect for Kim K just for going through that roast. I don't know if you
the
saw
roast?
it, but
Yeah,
she
yeah.
took those punches in stride.
She sure
and,
did.
Yeah.
She didn't have to show up.
So that hurt as well.
You're
It was
right.
physically hurting by the waist cincher. All right, Cardi B is also revealing some more behind the scenes at the Met Gala. Yesterday we showed you her black gown that took over the carpet. That can't be comfortable either, right?
Yeah, but she's not hurting her liver. You know,
We got it, we got it. So before the event, she also tried on the same dress, but in green. Huh? Huh?
You know, I thought that I thought I was really gonna love the green, but because of her hair and her complexion.
But remember, it would be in a turban. She would keep the
Yeah.
green. I gotta be honest, the green is way better. For garden, the
Right,
theme-
it matches the theme a little bit
Right,
better, the
yeah.
green
I
one.
think that as well, even though I don't love that color green. That's not
Right,
a green
you're right,
green.
it's winter green, isn't it?
I love her in the green. I think it's more dynamic in the black. Now, that green would look better on me.
Would
Cardi, what'd you do with that green dress, girl? Send it my way.
if she wore the same hat, the green
turban.
dress, the turban, I
Right.
felt uncomfortable saying turban. She would look a little bit like Marge Simpson. Maybe that's why she didn't do it.
Oh, I do think the color choice is important. That's a little too blue. I would have liked a little bit more yellow, a little warmer.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting. You see more detail in the green.
Correct.
I think the black kind of
get
got
lost.
washed.
Yeah.
But she gets washed in the green.
Can we
I can
do a
understand.
hashtag, where's the green dress?
Yeah, I want to
Started-
know.
yes.
Can you send it my way?
This was, we debate some heavy topics on this
Yeah.
show, and this is at the top of the list. Coming up on DBL, we're talking with reality star Jill Zarin. Will she ever return to Bravo? And baby reindeer star. Tori, I just want to use your accent every time I say
Baby
it.
reindeer.
There we go. Richard Gadd is sharing his feelings towards the woman that inspired his Netflix series. We're going to talk about it next. at Karen hard at work over there.
Hey,
There you go.
Karen.
She loves the spotlight over there. All right, welcome back. We already talked about this at the break. The woman who claims she's the real-life stalker who was depicted in the hit Netflix show Baby Reindeer is speaking out now. Piers Morgan posted this pic with Fiona Harvey. Let me look. All right. Who says she wants to set the record straight. His interview with her will stream on his YouTube show tomorrow night. Meantime, the man who wrote and starred in the series that was based on his own life is speaking out as well. Richard Gadd was on a panel discussion about the show. He said he felt, quote, toxic empathy for his stalker who sent him thousands of emails and hundreds of voicemails, letters, and messages. Let's watch.
In real life, I was getting stalked, and it was relentless, and it felt like it was everywhere, and I felt like my life wasn't really functioning. I still had these unbelievable pangs of feeling sorry for her. At the end of the day, she's someone who's just in a lot of pain, you know?
That guy was so good as an actor.
He was.
If you haven't seen,
And writer.
which makes you feel even more what he's going through because you're like, someone's doing that almost like a friend because he's that good of an actor. But you have more stats on the exact number of emails and things because she's denying that. What?
She's claiming, Fiona is the name, is threatening to sue for defamation, okay, over his show.
Okay.
Now, here's the truth. Truth is always the best defense for defamation. She really did send him 41,000 emails, 744 tweets, 100 pages of letters, and 350 hours of voicemails.
Oh, my goodness.
Now,
Is she claiming she's not a stalker?
she is claiming she's been defamed. We don't know the details of what that means, but in America, when you are claiming to be defamed, if there's truth to it, then there's a defense here. The problem is this. There are some claims in Baby Reindeer, if you haven't seen it, that she went to jail or was convicted of crimes of stalking beforehand. If that isn't true in real life, and a reasonable person can match these two Marthas to this Fiona, that does give you some grounds for defamation. She looks like her, she's really Scottish, she was an attorney, all these things are so similar.
Brought her own identity out. Like, we didn't know who this person was.
Right.
And ultimately, this is the other side of what he's referring to as toxic empathy. You never set a boundary, so it will absolutely never stop. People think that being an empathetic person is like altruistic, like you're a better person because you're showing that you can understand what someone's feeling like. But deeply rooted, and I know this because I considered myself a highly empathetic person, is that it's not as altruistic and like as selfless as people want to make it seem. A lot of times you're protecting or you're defending a different version of yourself. So by saying, I understand, you know, who she is, you're seeing the humanity in her, you're seeing how people are misunderstanding her, and you remember a time that was you. And now you're defending something that doesn't deserve defense. And in any time that you do this toxic empathy thing, it will turn around because that person has no boundaries and they will come back around in order to destroy you. That's the reason why it's so important that you figure out the reason why your empathy is so bleeding heart, because it will make your heart bleed in the end.
That's beautifully said. Do you think it was important that he opens up about the toxic empathy? I thought it was very real.
I think that it's important because he's already added so much humanity to this story and to understand why he would get to this place.
Right, the motive. Really.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, what did we talk about with rescuing baby birds or rescuing birds? You know, you rescue a bird and then a broken bird, you bring them in and then they poop all over your house. It's like, that's what happens.
Yeah. No, listen, I don't want to give away too much, but I have a show in the works about this person, Rory Coleman. You'll never know who she is. I won't reveal her identity.
Annoying.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, just there's so much.
Oh my gosh.
So much to say.
So
but
much
I don't
to
want
say.
people to get confused. I don't want that kind of
The camera
lawsuit.
just zoomed in on
Thanks a lot, guys. Rory Roman.
But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that show, watch it.
It's amazing.
Disclaimer, there's some, it is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Coming up on DBL, we're talking with Jill Zarin about going head-to-head with other reality stars on the competition show, The GOAT.
Welcome back. She became reality royalty on The Real Housewives of New York, and now Jill Zarin is battling it out with other reality stars for the greatest of all time title. Earlier, we spoke with her all about her brand new show. Take a look.
Jill Zarin, welcome to DBL.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, your new show, The GOAT, has you going head-to-head with a bunch of other reality stars. I want to know who's tougher to go up against, other reality personalities or fellow members of the New York Housewives cast?
Ooh. Oh, fellow Housewives of New York, hands down, much tougher. Because that show's about mind games and you know, much more much different. This was meant to be light and funny, and people are going to laugh their way through. I'm literally laughing out loud watching the show, and you get all these, you know, all of your favorite reality stars. You meet some new ones that you never knew before. Now you're going to want to watch their shows because you're going to fall in love with them. And it's silly and it's goofy, and you see us do ridiculous things and play games, and you know, some of us do things that we never thought we could do, and some of us, you know, can't even spell a word that I say every single day of my life. So it's so the things that they have us doing are so ridiculous and funny that no one should take anything seriously.
Well, I guess you're kind of answering my question, because comedian Daniel Tosh is the host of the show, and I was wondering if it was ever hard to be the butt of his jokes, but you seem pretty lighthearted about it, so what's your answer?
You know what it is? He didn't make it personal. His jokes were more about a show, like making fun of the housewives. Like some of the episodes were themed around a genre. So it could be like Bravo shows, for example, you know. So he would make fun of that, not me or not Kristen or not Reza. Do you know what I mean? And those are the three people from Bravo. So and nothing was intended to be mean with him at all. But yeah, he's got a snarky personality, and he is hysterical.
All right. So who was your biggest competition on the show? Was it my girl Davon from Big Brother?
Davon and I were like this.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
So who was your biggest competition?
Very close. I love that girl.
What about Kristen from Vanderpump? Give us the tea.
I loved honestly, I bonded more with others than, I bonded more with some, but because maybe we had more things in common or whatever, but I really loved everyone. I really was very close with Kristen and Davon. You know, I'm smart. I don't have the physicalness that some of them have, but I have the experience, the age, and the brains. And I knew from the get-go that I wanted to attach myself to who I thought would win, could win, and that's Big Brother right away. So I identified Davon and I identified Wendell immediately as people I needed to be attached to, because I knew nothing.
You're winning points with Jeff Schroeder. He married one of the winners of Big Brother. He was on Big Brother. So, yep.
If I wasn't on this show, I'd probably be on your show.
You know what? I made one big mistake. What? I should have watched Big Brother before I went to the show.
Me too.
Big mistake. But no, because there were things on our show that were always done on Big Brother, and had I known, I won't say what it was, but there's one in particular. Had I known that was always a game, I wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been a problem for me.
Interesting. Those are some good little.
Homework.
Yeah,
Advice
good little
#1, do your
details.
homework.
Yes. And now here's the thing too. You are a savvy entrepreneur. So did you use any of your business strategies in this competition? Did that help you?
Well, I think more behind the scenes, I was helping some of the cast with their businesses, giving them business advice. I had all my crystal manifestation candles there. And in fact, some of the players, you probably won't see it on the show, but they used my candles and took the crystals out and, you know, put it on their body to have it to win. And it helped. I can't say who, but it definitely helped some of the people stay on the show. I believe in crystal manifestation. By the way, Mother's Day is coming. So JillandAllie.com, I have to put in a plug there. But I had those there, and pickleball paddles, we sell those, and I brought those to the game. So I tried to use the businesses that I have on the show and talk about them.
Nice. So, I mean, we'll just have to be real honest. We want to know, before you go, is there any chance we could see you back on Bravo anytime soon?
Come on, Jill, tell us.
Never in a million years. Quote.
Way to go, Zarin.
On the whole network?
Never, because I don't want to do any shows anymore that I don't have control over.
Got it. That's the entrepreneurial side.
I don't need to do that anymore. I'm past that in my career. I can really control my destiny now, and I'm never going to allow someone else to put my image in their hands.
Not even Watch What Happens Live?
Erica. Well, you got a Bravoholic on just so you know. Jill.
You know why? Because then I won't get invited on the Daily Blast. So I'd rather be here.
All about the plug.
Way to go, Jill.
I'd rather be here.
Yep. Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much for joining us. DBL Nation, you can watch Jill compete for the GOAT title starting tomorrow on Amazon Prime Video. Thank you again, Jill. We'll be right back.
Thank you so
Gary.
much.
Bye.
Welcome back. Do you feel weaker as you've gotten older? I said that very seriously. Studies suggest that our muscle mass actually decreased by about 8% per decade after the age of 30. And we lose it at even a higher rate after the age of 60, but muscle strength helps in your long-term health. So what do you guys do to bulk up? You do anything still? I'm more of a flexibility guy.
I like kettlebells.
I'm doing weights. I'm doing weights, 5s, 8s, 10s, nothing crazy. But weights, it helps you stay strong, it burns calories, and I just feel a little bit stronger. Like I've had trouble getting off the floor recently, getting up.
Getting up?
Why are you on the floor?
You know, things.
Sad.
There's there's stuff on the ground. No, but
She's in deep prayer.
I'm gardening or something, and I'm like, oh my God. You know?
All right, Tori, listen up. While you are building strength in your muscles, don't forget to support your joints. Something that can help your joints is Omega XL. It's a powerful joint support that's helped millions of consumers, and it's backed by 30 years of clinical research. Omega XL's powerful and proven benefits have transformed the lives of athletes, celebrities, and dedicated daily users. Call 800-814-6985 or visit omegaxl.com for more information. Got any more workout tips for us, Tor?
Just hydrate.
That's a workout tip?
Sometimes just walking to that kitchen is enough for me.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.